Sherlock Holmes is pretty hard to forget.
I've thrived here, not because of who I am, but because of who I have come to know.
The hit drama Elementary, CBS Thursday. This summer.
This is our secret weapon. I know what it's capable of.
Who's gonna drive it?
I am.
It's getting away.
We'll see about that.
Never underestimate a man in a Ford truck.
Now get a Ford F-150 with 0% financing for 60 months, or get up to $6,500 in total savings. Visit your local Ford dealer today.
New laws and tough taxes.
Prince George's County just lost the draw in a major standoff.
I'm Kristen Fisher in Prince George's County, where the gun manufacturer Beretta USA has just announced that it's moving most of its operations to Tennessee. I'll explain why coming up.
It began with just U.S.-based airlines, but now carriers from all over the world are grounding their flights to Israel. Tonight, we'll tell you about the local impact.
Yellow alert on Wednesday. We'll be tracking heat and showers and thunderstorms. Some of those storms could be heavy. We'll let you know what that means to your morning and evening commutes.
Good evening. I'm Jan Jeffcoat.
And I'm Derek McGinty. So let's get started with that yellow alert for tomorrow. Meteorologist Tom Brissett tonight tracking storms moving in. Will it hit the morning commute, Tom?
No, I think the morning commute's going to be fine. In fact, it's going to be kind of muggy. If you want to exercise tomorrow, we do it in the morning as opposed to the evening for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's going to be cooler. 74 downtown at 5 o'clock, 70 in Gaithersburg. But notice we don't really have any green blobs. A couple showers back in the mountains, that's about it. Then by 6:30, temps still in the low 70s. 74 downtown now. By 7:30, we're still having a lot of sunshine. So in the morning, you actually need your sunglasses. 8:30, 75 in Leesburg, 77 downtown. Tomorrow will be our hottest day of the week, no doubt. In fact, by 9:30, we're talking about 80 degrees downtown, but upper 70s in the burbs. But still no green blobs just yet. So that means no showers. No green on the map means no showers right now. 84 at 10:30, 81 at Gaithersburg at about 10:30. By 11:30, now we see some showers popping up just to the west of Luray and the west of Culpeper, right around the I-81 corridor, and that's going to eventually develop into a line of showers. We'll come back. We'll track that for you hour by hour. We'll let you know what that means to your evening commute and if we clear out in time for Thursday or even the weekend.
Well, thank you, Tom. You might call it a gun battle, quite literally. And tonight, the state of Maryland has lost the draw, and with it, hundreds of jobs to the state of Tennessee.
A major employer in Prince George's County is now moving nearly 200 jobs out of state. Beretta USA, the American arm of the iconic Italian gunmaker, is shifting most of its operations from Accokeek to Tennessee. Kristen Fisher tells us why the company blames the move on the state's strict new gun laws.
It's my honor today to welcome to Tennessee Beretta USA.
Tennessee's governor announced the news that will cost Maryland millions in tax revenue and nearly 200 jobs. After making high-end firearms in Accokeek for nearly 40 years, Beretta USA is moving most of its operations out of state.
It's a sad day that one of our conglomerate companies are moving out of Prince George's County. A lot of business will be lost by their departure. It's the life of a lot of the community members.
Beretta blames the move entirely on the Maryland General Assembly, which just last year passed one of the most restrictive gun laws in the country. Beretta fought it and was able to reverse a provision that would have outlawed all gun manufacturing in Maryland. But today, Beretta USA's general manager said the possibility that such restrictions might be reinstated in the future left us very worried about the wisdom of maintaining a firearm manufacturing factory in the state. Now, Beretta says it will keep its headquarters here in Maryland, but all of its manufacturing operations will move to Tennessee. So here's how that breaks down in terms of jobs. So let's just pretend each one of these shells represents 10 employees. 95 will be staying in Maryland, while 160 will be moving to Tennessee. Beretta's GM says we will meet with every employee whose Maryland job might be affected by their move to discuss with them their interest in taking a position at our new facility in Tennessee. Today, a spokeswoman for Governor Martin O'Malley said, "We're disappointed with this decision." But Beretta says in Maryland, the combination of higher taxes and tougher gun laws was just too much.
In Tennessee, we find the perfect combination.
The new $45 million facility is set to open mid-2015. In Accokeek, Kristen Fisher, WUSA9.
Beretta USA makes the primary sidearm for the entire U.S. military, the M9 pistol. Now, the company says production of the M9 will continue at their Maryland facility until all current orders have been filled. Derek?
Well, Jan, tonight, former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg is urging the FAA to, in his words, reverse course and permit U.S. airlines to fly to Israel. The 24-hour ban on flights to Tel Aviv was imposed after a Hamas rocket landed near the airport a bit earlier. Bloomberg says he's flying on El Al Airlines to Tel Aviv tonight to show solidarity with the Israeli people. But for now, those flight restrictions remain in full effect. And Mola Langi is live from Dulles with a look at the full impact. Mola?
Well, Derek, D.C. area airports actually don't have any direct flights from the D.C. area airports to Israel. So D.C. area officials tell me that it's difficult to quantify the impact that this is going to have on D.C. passengers. Also difficult to quantify, at least in terms of time, is how long that these flight restrictions will be in place. Now, obviously, this all stems from the ongoing deadly conflict between Hamas and Israel. After a rocket landed in an area near the airport in Tel Aviv today, the FAA decided to put a 24-hour halt on all Israeli-bound flights from the U.S. Delta and United Airlines then took it a step further by suspending service indefinitely. Then, tonight, Germany, France, and Canada all joined suit, suspending their flights to Tel Aviv due to the same safety concerns. Now, we should note, while these flight restrictions are mostly due to the recent fighting in Gaza, there is also the broader concern of flying into an area of conflict, especially in light of the Malaysian airline jet that was shot down over Ukraine just last week, killing nearly 300 passengers. Now, Israeli officials insist that the airport is safe and completely guarded, and they are urging foreign airlines to reverse their decisions to cancel flights into Israel's main airport. Meanwhile, the U.S. State Department insists that they and the White House were not involved in making this decision, that it was something the FAA decided independently out of their own safety concerns.
But the FAA makes these decisions when they feel it's warranted, again, for the safety of United States citizens. And they, in response to the recent attack at Ben Gurion Airport and the vicinity of Ben Gurion Airport, after consultation with U.S. operators, felt today that it was important to issue this notice, which is in effect for up to 24 hours, and they will provide additional guidance to the updated instructions to the aircraft operators no later than 24 hours from when it went into effect.
All right, now the situation in the air, very similar to the situation on the ground in the sense that it's very fluid. We're hearing, some timetables. Derek, you mentioned 24 hours. The FAA put that in place. Some international flights have mentioned 36 hours as far as they're grounding these flights. None of these are set in stone. Safety officials say they will continue to monitor what's going on in Israel and evaluate and make a decision based on the actions on the ground. Live at Dulles Airport, Jan, back to you.
All right, Mola, thank you. And now some new information about Malaysia Airlines Flight 17. U.S. investigators say they have evidence that shows Russia provided the weapons to rebels in Ukraine that were used to shoot and bring down the aircraft. Intelligence agents report the anti-aircraft weapon likely came from a base in southwestern Russia. Social media images appear to also show a Russian-made missile launcher in the area where the attack likely took place. Here's White House Press Secretary John Earnest.
We've seen evidence that Russians are training separatists on how to use those weapons.
Tonight, a train carrying bodies of the crash victims is now in a government-controlled part of Ukraine where officials have started the identification process. Now, some of the bodies will arrive in the Netherlands tomorrow. The Dutch government has declared it a national day of mourning. Closer to home here, investigators in New York are looking for a group of 5 people recorded on a Brooklyn Bridge camera just before 2 American flags were replaced with white flags. The appearance of the 20-foot white flags was a major embarrassment for the New York City Police Department early this morning. Police say a group of people was seen on video crossing the bridge shortly before 3 a.m. and whoever climbed up also had to get around a locked gate.
There's a 13-minute gap between the time the one goes up on the first tower and the time the one goes up on the second tower. It is suggestive, at least, of potentially either 2 individuals or two teams of individuals.
The Brooklyn Bridge is under 24-hour surveillance, and police cars are always stationed on both sides. But the NYPD says its security is focused on the structural integrity of the bridge. Now, while this incident appears to be a stunt, it's one no one saw happening. The flags were sent for forensic testing, and police say the vandals responsible will face charges. Derek?
Well, Jan, he was one man armed with a knife and reportedly acting strangely enough to get folks to call 911. And tonight, Montgomery County Police are trying to figure out if shooting him dead was the right call. The confrontation unfolded inside the Capital One Bank on Arliss Street in Silver Spring after police got the call about the man in the bank acting erratically. Well, when the two officers got there, they found 54-year-old Donovan Baton. They say he had a knife, he would not follow instructions, and he threatened their safety. So one of the officers shot and killed him. Police say a search turned up a second knife as well. An Arlington County probation officer accused of sexually abusing a 10-year-old girl is on unpaid leave tonight. Police say the abuse took place at 40-year-old Marco Silva's home in Dale City. They arrested him July 9th, and he was released on bond last week. Now, before he had the job in Arlington County, Silva worked in Alexandria as a caseworker with the Juvenile and Domestic Relations District Court.
Police say a man left his 98-year-old mother in a truck for 5 hours while he gambled inside Maryland Live Casino in Arundel Mills. Well, someone who saw the woman yesterday called police to the casino's parking garage. The truck was locked with a window cracked, the temperature 81 degrees. Police say the woman apparently had no food or water and she was confused and initially incoherent, but fortunately she was not in need of any medical treatment. Her son, 67-year-old Dwight McGinnis Jr., was charged with neglect of a vulnerable adult. Police say a Dumfries man attacked a woman he knows and stabbed her pit bull to death. 32-year-old Gerard Williams has been charged with assault and animal cruelty. Police say it happened yesterday at a home on Confederate Court in Dumfries. Well, during the investigation, police found 2 pit bull puppies that had been injured. One died. The other was taken to an animal hospital. Police say additional charges against him are pending.
Well, new tonight, LA Clippers coach Doc Rivers says he'll quit if Donald Sterling remains the team's owner. Interim CEO of the team, Richard Parsons, quoted Rivers in his testimony today. There's a trial going on to determine whether or not Sterling's wife, Shelley, has the authority to sell the team for $2 billion to former Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer.
Well, their careers begin and end by the time they're age 2 or 3.
So then what happens to racehorses who don't finish first or second? A story about second chances when we come back.
Plus, a warning for all of you who color your hair. And this is from NCIS's Polly Parrott. Now her famous black locks landed her and how they landed her in the ER.
Get the most out of your entertainment with 100% fiber optic Verizon Fios, making life more entertaining with America's fastest, most reliable internet. That's powerful.
It's the Browns Manassas Subaru Enjoy Summer Sales Event, where you can enjoy a new Subaru this summer for as little as $4 per day and make no payments for 90 days. Online at ManassasSubaru.com. Browns Manassas Subaru. Buy happy.
Cirque du Soleil invites the Washington area to an adventure filled with breathtaking acrobatic feats. Surrender to the charms of Amaluna. Opens July 31st at National Harbor. Tickets at CirqueDuSoleil.com.
What does more look like? The Hyundai Sonata. More value. More happy owners. More peace of mind with America's best warranty for 10 years, 100,000 miles. More protection than Camry or Accord. More safety. And right now, get more savings. Get a Sonata with 0% APR for 72 months or get up to $2,500 in total savings. Get more. Go to buyhyundai.com to find a dealer near you.
You dreamt of a kitchen to cook with details in every nook. Then I showed you a crack on the wall and found you a house that was a smarter call. Let an agent who knows guide you. RE/MAX. Dream with your eyes open.
Right now, during the Browns Nissan Enjoy Summer Sales Event, enjoy a fuel-efficient Nissan for as little as $4 per day and make no payments for 90 days. Shop Browns Nissan in Dulles and Fairfax. Buy happy.
All right, so if you watched NCIS tonight, you saw Polly Parrott, the actress known for her jet black hair, but now that hair has landed her in the ER. Now, she's a natural blonde. For years, For 20 years, she's been dyeing her hair, and Saturday it finally caught up to her. She suffered a severe allergic reaction and ended up in the hospital. Yikes.
One of my eyes was almost swollen shut, and the other half of my face had gotten twice the size of my head.
Yeah, oof, looks rough there. She posted this picture of her swollen face on her Twitter page, warning her 500,000 followers about the dangers of hair dye allergies. Well, Dr. Jacob Offenberger says there are warning signs.
If you have a hair dye and the next day or the day after you're starting having itchiness and you see redness or eczema type of lesion, it's telling you that you have an allergic reaction to that dye. If you will do nothing, the next time you will do the hair dye, it's going to get worse.
Wow, that's interesting. And that's exactly what happened to Perrette. 6 months ago, she broke out in a rash and she ignored it.
Oh. All right, the Piano Man getting an honor. Library of Congress giving the honors to Billy Joel. In November, he will receive the Gershwin Prize for Popular Song. Some of Joel's biggest hits include Piano Man and Uptown Girl. Hopefully, he's going to play him Saturday night when he performs at Nats Park. How about that? Well, a thoroughbred racehorse might live 30 years or more, but their racing career could be over after just 3 or 4 years. So then what?
Yeah, well, many can still find victory, Derek, even if it's not on the racetrack. And Andrea McCarran tells us about some well-known local horse lovers looking to give these equine athletes a second chance.
Come on. The longer he goes around in here, the more in love I am. They're amazing. They're awesome.
Pat Dale gives racehorses a second chance.
He moves like a big warm blood.
Taking some from the starting gate to the show ring.
They have stamina. They have heart. They're intelligent. They give to you. And there's nothing that you can't teach these horses to do.
This horse, Right Rendezvous, arrived just hours before we did. He came straight from a West Virginia track.
It's a little nerve-wracking because you're like, okay, are they going to buck me off as soon as I get on?
Remarkably, he took to the ring right away.
Yay!
Rider Tara Ziegler says thoroughbreds are intelligent and sensitive.
If you show them each thing step by step, most of them really get it and like their new job. It's just rewarding.
Good boy, come on, come on, good man. I just think that they are the most athletic, elegant, and amazing horse breed in the world.
25 to 30 racehorses come to this farm every year, where they're assessed, retrained, and given the chance at a new career.
They can barrel race, they can trail ride. I sold a horse and he is now a Civil War reenactment horse, and he did that like 3 days after I sold him.
It's a side of the racehorse industry the public rarely sees.
And a lot of racehorses have, let's face it, pretty short careers. You know, like any athlete in any sport, they're competing at a very high level, and you're going to be prone to having injuries.
Graham Motion trained 2011 Kentucky Derby winner Animal Kingdom.
I never set out as a trainer expecting to win the Kentucky Derby. That would have always been a bonus, and it was, you know, to have achieved it at a relatively early stage, I guess, in my career was extraordinary, and I hope we get a chance to do it again.
Another of his well-known horses, Ichabod Crane, is enjoying a new career as an eventer, a sport in which he competes in several contests, usually cross-country, dressage, and show jumping.
That's not so bad. It is very rewarding to see the horses having other careers and being successful at it.
While Pat Dale helps give racehorses a new career, she insists they're giving her something that's hard to describe.
It's like holding your child for the first time, and they give back to you every single day.
Andrea McCarran, WUSA 9.
Well, for more information on racehorses' second careers, you can go to our website, WUSA9.com.
This is a yellow alert day. Now, here's WUSA 9's first alert weather.
High temperature today, 88. That's another day below 90. We stole another day from July. Only 8 days so far this month of temps 90 or higher. Live look outside. It's our live Michael and Son weather cam. It's still 79 downtown. That's pretty miserable. The relative humidity 66% and winds out of the south. So yellow alert tomorrow for storms. Okay, we're okay in the morning. In fact, The morning commute's dry. You need your sunglasses, actually. By afternoon, though, it's going to be wet with showers and thunderstorms. The later you get home, the more chance you're going to have of showers and thunderstorms. I think camp will be over by the time the showers roll in. That should be no problem. Critical times, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. I did not change the times. I thought about it. It could stretch out to 5 o'clock to 11 o'clock, but primarily late in the commute and a little bit early into the nighttime hours. So here's our look at our futurecast. We're going to start it at noon. We showed you the morning earlier. At noon, 90 degrees. We're seeing some showers pop up in Winchester along I-81. No real surprise there. By 2 o'clock, now some showers in Leesburg and Loudoun County, about to enter Fairfax County. So shortly after lunch, get ready. 93 downtown. Then by 4 o'clock, we have some showers. Nothing terribly heavy. And I think the computer may be underdoing this just a little bit. No yellows in there. I like to see a little bit of yellow in there, but you get the picture. Pretty good line of showers and storms, D.C., south and west, down 95, back toward Culpeper. And then by 6 o'clock, some showers up to 70 toward Gaithersburg and toward Frederick. Temperature still upper 80s to around 90. Even by 8 o'clock, it's 85 downtown. Now we see another line trying to develop, and now we do see some yellows and oranges. There's a little heavier activity. And then by 10 o'clock, got some pretty heavy activity pushing through just north of the metro area, just north of D.C., into Montgomery County and then into Howard County, with still some showers down south, Manassas, and into Fredericksburg. And then by midnight, most of the showers on the other side of 95, but we talked about this earlier this evening. This hasn't changed. You folks in southern Maryland could get some big storms, especially southern Maryland, northern neck, between about 10 o'clock and about midnight tomorrow, with temperatures still in the 70s. Overnight, no worries. Partly cloudy, muggy, low temperatures 68 to about 75. A muggy start, though. 80 by 9 o'clock, 87 by 11 o'clock, and then 92 by 1 o'clock, but dry through the early afternoon hours. So yellow alert tomorrow, some storms. Some of those could be heavy. Our main threat would be some strong winds and some heavy downpours. Less humid on Thursday, but still some showers. 84. I actually knocked down temps a little bit there. And 84 on Friday, but very nice. Low humidity and dry. Next 7 days. Saturday, almost hot, but not that humid, about 90. Hot on Sunday, low 90s, a couple of storms possible. Much better chance for storms on Monday, about 87. And then if all goes according to plan, we're back in the low 80s on Tuesday. We are stealing days from July. I like that.
I like that, especially with training camp.
Exactly. That's right.
And I'm sure the players will appreciate it.
Oh, they'll appreciate it. It was a little warm out there today, but not nearly as bad as we've had for past training camps. Both the Washington Redskins and Baltimore Ravens have something to prove and improve on this season. Both teams fully report tomorrow, but today some of the Ravens got in some early work. How are they adapting to the new offense? Sports is next.
It works at home, it works where you work, and everywhere you go. Alerting you to severe weather 24/7. The WUSA9 weather app, powered by local Toyota dealers. Download it today and make your smartphone smarter.
The moment you step through our doors, it's on. Live is where limits and expectations are raised. Live is where friends, food, and fortune are always ready. Live Casino. Always live, always on.
The moment you realized that you scored an incredible deal on a brand new Toyota at Fitzgerald Toyota in Gaithersburg, you saved time and money and had a great experience.
Plus, you get Fitzway service, too. That's the Fitzway. There's just no better way to go.
At Fitzgerald Toyota, lease the new 2014 .5 Camry for just $139 a month, or lease the 2014 Corolla for $108 a month.
Protect your child from the sports injury you can't see with a baseline concussion screening.
Having a preseason screening test is so important because it allows doctors to better evaluate and treat your child's concussion based on their normal and not the average. To prevent further injury or permanent damage, be sure to get medical clearance before your child returns to play.
Learn more at Innova's free Youth Sports Safety and Health Day, Saturday, July 26th. Register at innova.org/youthsports.
Sleepy's one-day mattress sale is tomorrow. Preview the sale today and get a Sealy, Serta, and Beauty Rest two-piece set in any size starting at just $3.99. Choose twin, full, or queen size. You'll get any size for one incredible low price. Get limited quantity firm sets starting at just $2.99. And best of all, free delivery on Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and GS Stearns collection during Sleepy's one-day mattress sale tomorrow. Preview the sale today. Sleepy's, the mattress professionals.
This summer.
I am in control now.
We got a problem.
How can I help?
We have to eliminate his power source. Get in, get out, fast as possible.
Now lease a Ford Escape with Sync and Sound for $179 a month, or get up to $2,500 cash back. Visit your local Ford dealer today.
Get real-time traffic information with live street-level neighborhood traffic only on the WUSA9 News iPad app. Download it now and don't leave home without it.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Kristen Bursett. Both the Ravens and Redskins report to training camp tomorrow. A big offseason for both teams who are trying to forget last season. The Burgundy and Gold are working under a new head coach, while the Purple and Black working with a new offense. Joe Flacco was back on the field today in Owings Mills, joined by his fellow QBs, rookies, and injured vets for a little pre-training camp workout. It's been a busy offseason as Flacco has had to learn an entire new offensive program under new coordinator Gary Kubiak. But he says they've put in a lot of work so far, seem to be picking things up quickly, and expects things to run smoothly once camp begins.
I think we can expect a pretty high level of pace, and I think we can expect a pretty high level of precision, being that we've done it for a couple months, and that's what I'm going to expect. I'm going to expect us to go out there and operate at a high level.
We'll practice as much as we can in game-like situations. We'll try to make it as much as we can tougher than what the game is. You can't come out here and play a game, but we'll try to put them in every situation we can possibly think of.
Now the Ravens' new offense is based around the run, but the Ravens have to prepare to play without running back Ray Rice. Rice is expected to receive a multi-game suspension after striking his now wife a few months ago. We thought maybe the league would have made a decision before training camp began, but Harbaugh said he's not really surprised by the delay.
I know the league is very judicious about that. I think they work really hard to do the right thing. I don't think they worry about public opinion too much. I think they want to do the right thing by the people involved, and we'll see where it goes.
All right, now the Washington Nationals are red hot right now, keeping the momentum going to start the second half of the season. They've won 5 of their last 6 games, looking for another tonight. This one was a grinder. Game 2 against the Rockies. Scary moment in the 6th. Ryan Zimmerman chasing out the throw to first. Watch him pull up halfway to the base, stumbles to the ground, grabs his right hamstring, gets a little help up, leaves the game with a right leg injury. No word yet on what it is. Hopefully it's just a cramp. The Nats tonight battle back from a 3-run deficit to tie the game, and ask and you shall receive from Adam LaRoche. 3-run shot to right breaks the tie. Right now it's 7-4 Nationals. The Wizards shaking things up a bit. They unveiled a new alternate jersey today. It is different from the others, I promise. Since they had the red, white, and blue theme, guys, this is their 3rd jersey they've had. They had white for home, red for the road, and now they've got this predominantly blue jersey with the monument and all the other logos, but just adding another 3rd one in there.
I like those. I like the new jerseys.
Like
Just
the
don't
blue?
bring back those golden ones they had from a couple years ago. What were those?
I don't know, but the blue looks good. The blue looks good. I like it.
You were saying it looked like the old Bullets.
It does look like
We're
the
starting to
old
get back to that a little bit, I think.
That's
yeah.
why we like them.
That's right.
Probably.
That's kind of why we dig them. All right, we got to go. We'll be back in a minute.
A beautiful actress stricken with a devastating condition.
I was in the shower and my hair started falling out.
On The Doctors.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m. on WUSA9.
So glad you are my friend. Say yes, and it's a yes day. This summer, say yes to water. Book your getaway at HersheyPark.com.
At the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event, you'll discover what happens when we cut corners. The corners of test tracks, where we engineered our most track-tested line of performance vehicles ever. The result, our gold standard of performance. And the only place you'll find it is at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event. Lease the all-wheel drive 2014 IS 250 for $349 a month for 27 months, and we'll make your first month's payment. See your Lexus dealer.
What happens to your internet when everybody's online at once?
It's very frustrating.
Run into bandwidth issues.
Xfinity delivers the fastest in-home Wi-Fi.
never seen something download that fast.
Everyone can be on their devices all at the same time.
That's amazing.
So, flippin' fast.
Get the speed to power all your devices. Switch to the Xfinity X1 Triple Play for $79.99 a month for a year. Plus, upgrade to Blast for $10 more a month to get speeds up to 105 megabits per second. That's double the speed you get with Fios. Only at Comcast.com/switch today.
You used to sleep like a champ. Then boom, what happened? Stress, fun, bad habits, kids. Now what? Let's build a new, smarter bed using the dual air chambers to sense your movement, heartbeat, breathing. Introducing the Sleep Number bed with Sleep IQ technology. It tracks your sleep and tells you how to adjust for a good, better, and an awesome night. The difference? Try adjusting up or down. You'll know because Sleep IQ tells you. Only at a Sleep Number store. Mattresses with Sleep IQ start at just $999.98. No better sleep with Sleep Number.
Life teaches us that variety is good. Without variety, life has no spice. Without choice, we're stuck. Why? Because without choice, we're at the mercy of chance. Why chance our future on only one transportation fuel? Biodiesel is a key piece in America's diverse energy picture. Biodiesel, America's advanced biofuel.
Because there's nothing more inviting than summer. The Lincoln Summer Invitation. See where your summer takes you. Get exceptional offers on the 2014 Lincoln MKZ Hybrid. Lease it now for $339 a month or choose 0% APR financing for 60 months. You'll also want to test drive the first ever Lincoln MKC luxury utility.
So glad you are my friend. Say yes, and it's a yes day. This summer, say yes to more family time. Book your Hershey Park package at HersheyPark.com.
All right, so some birthday wishes to Mei Zhang. Today, the giant panda celebrates her sweet 16, and she spent the day with her cub Bao Bao. Zookeepers say they played, relaxed, ate lots of bamboo, even had a panda-friendly cake to celebrate the occasion as we take a look at the live panda cam there at the National Zoo. Mei Zhang was born at the China Research and Conservation Center, and she arrived at the National Zoo in 2001. Looks like she is fast asleep, which we will be
a
soon.
one-year-old should be.
That's what she was
point.
just up 30
Bow
seconds
bow.
ago. Now she's asleep.
We'll be asleep soon. Night, everybody. Thank you for watching WUSA